Hello, my name is Jennifer Anders, and I teach 8th through 12th grade math at Harding County High School in Buffalo, South Dakota. I love teaching because I love learning. I really enjoy the challenge of presenting students with a concept and then guiding them through the productive struggle until they reach those light bulb moments. And I just really enjoy being with kids. It's just fun to see them grow to come in as shy, hesitant, non-confident freshmen or 8th graders, and to be able to follow them all the way through their high school career and walk out the door ready to take on the challenges of life. And to be a part of that is just very rewarding. I love teaching math because math is something that we use in everyday life, and even though a lot of students wouldn't walk in the door and say that math is their favorite subject, we can make math fun. We try to do a lot of different activities in my classroom. I try to relate it to what they'll see in real life, and I've had students come in who would have claimed that math is their least favorite subject, and then as we go through the years and they become more confident in their math ability and we're able to break down the barriers that have caused them to have bad feelings about math, they just grow in that, and it's so nice to see them enjoy math. And when they can say, I get it, I understand it, I know that this is useful for something, it's just fun to see that change in them, and it's fun to be able to be a part of that process. One of my favorite classroom moments happened not too far into my teaching career, but it was an Algebra 2 class, and we were working on complex or more advanced fractions. And I could tell that it just wasn't happening. The students were confused, it wasn't making sense. So I just had an idea to go back to the basics, and I came up with an example. And after going through that example, I had a student who his face just lit up, and he just said, that made so much sense, and now I understand it. And I will just never forget that moment. It was one of those moments that makes you realize that you can teach and you can instruct and come up with different strategies for different students. Something that's been really rewarding for me is I had a couple of students who attended School of Mines and Technology, and now they work for NASA. And it's just so fun to see them be excited about that and going into fields where they use a lot of math. The best part about teaching at Harding County is my coworkers, just the rest of the staff here. Every teacher in this building deserves this recognition. That includes everyone in the building, all of the teachers and all of the support staff as well. We just have our students' best interests at heart. We all get along really well, and it's just enjoyable to come to work here. This is just the best place to live. It reminds me a lot of my hometown. I grew up in Faith, South Dakota, rural area, ranching background. We have great kids and we have great parents. That famous South Dakota work ethic and good attitude is instilled into our students. When somebody's having a hardship, at the drop of a hat, people come together and just rally around whatever needs to be done, and it's just an amazing community to live in. I would like for my previous students to remember me as just someone who was invested in them, cared about them, and wanted to help them succeed. I tried to not only teach them math, but just teach them about life and how to handle situations that are hard. And I just hope that when they look back at their high school math experience, they can say they learned math, but they also learned things about life.